Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Inner Circle. As you guys know, it's been almost 2 weeks now since Breguet released the new generation of their Type 20, both in military and civilian version or style. One with two registers, one with three, one with a more classically styled unmarked, ungraduated rotational timing bezel, one with a 12-hour, different style hands, etc. As you guys know, I wasn't incredibly enthused with it. I especially didn't like the date window and its placement between 4 and 5, even though the case styling is quite nice and very reminiscent of that classical styling of or classic styling of the mid-century pilot's chronograph. There's not much else that I could find to like about that watch. I'm very happy with what I got, which is um, reference 3800 from around year 2001 in stainless steel. But I wanted to give you three alternatives, in fact, three plus one to the new Breguet Type 20. One of them actually has the true aviation heritage too, but here, really, my idea was that I could find you four very beautifully styled chronographs that could give you a similar vibe, certainly that offer plenty in within that category of a sports chronograph and really bring something of their own to the table in that process as well. So let me just quickly share with you the first one. You would be familiar with this particular one. I think it's the most similar in terms of its styling to the mid-century pilot's chronograph, even though it has the unique design touches of Genta. You can find this with that domed, high polished stainless steel bezel as well, but this version has the rubber bezel. The black dial, which has this carbon fiber styling within the chronograph registers, the pictures don't do that justice. That actually is um, a mother of pearl detailing. So it actually shimmers from all different angles. Um, I have talked quite a bit about this before. The arena case of Genta is very much like a more butch and industrial looking version of the modern Breguet wristwatch case, which is very elegant and very dressy. So it checks that box as well. And this particular piece has a date window, but it's that two guichet styled oversized expression at 12 o'clock, which I think preserves the balance of the dial aesthetic. Sans serif fonts on the Arabic numerals, which are actually applied in luminous material, and broadsword hands, which are also loomed with a tachymeter around the perimeter of the dial. This is a beautiful, beautiful alternative to the sporty chronograph. I'm sure you can pair it up with the rubber band as well. Many of the versions of these watches were offered on a rubber band. In fact, here it is matched with a leather strap, which is generic, but the tank buckle is actually uh, stainless steel Genta buckle. I think this is a beautiful watch and an incredible deal at $3,597, 3,597. That is the buy it now price, and the seller actually remains open to negotiation, so you can try to see if you can even find a better deal, get a better deal from this seller. I believe this is a seller who is based in Andorra. Yes. So, and Andorra is a country nestled right between a landlocked principality, let's say, more than a country, nestled between Spain and France. Not too far from Barcelona, actually, when you think about it. Beautiful watch, decent condition, interesting aesthetic with that mother of pearl detail in the chronograph registers and the rubber bezel. I particularly enjoy the broadsword hands, so I like it. I'm a big fan. Next up, we are looking at again one of my favorite brands. It's quite a bit of a price jump, but remember, we are providing alternatives to the new Breguet Type 20, which retails for a whopping $18,000. There we go. Exactly at that same price point, listed by a professional dealer out of the United States for 17,950. It is the Parmigiani Fleurier Tonda GT, the chronograph. It wasn't intentional that basically all of the chronographs, except for the bonus, have a big date expression, but it just fits. As I mentioned, if you are going to do a date indicator on a chronograph, it makes much more sense to put it at 12 o'clock and make it a big date expression. If we are really making an argument about utility, about necessity, and about legibility, let's go all the way and actually integrate it into the design of the watch rather than just throwing it in because your watch was designed by a committee. Here you have the classic panda expression on the dial, which has a stamped pyramidal design at the center on an opaline white background and black chronograph registers for the contrast. This dashboard style, two fan-like scales for the continuous running seconds at 3. Remember, the PF Tonda GT is actually an annual calendar, so it is a full calendar that gives you the month and the dates, requiring only a single adjustment, only a single correction per year, and that would be at the beginning of March. Skeletonized alpha styled hands give you perhaps better legibility as well. Great styling on this watch, also a little more dimensionality even on the hour track there with that radial grooving. full set, original box, original papers from 2021. I think this is a fantastic piece, and that this particular version comes on the integrated bracelet is added value. Of course, you can always pair it up with their proprietary rubber band as well, which fits really nicely with this case and with the vibe of this watch as well. As I mentioned, the buy it now price is 17,950, but the seller remains open to negotiation here too. So you might even find a better deal. Now, we are going up a very small notch in terms of the price point. So we are still in the environs of that 18,000 US dollar price point, which is what the new Type 20 is advertised for in stainless steel for both the military and civilian versions, both the Arabic numeral and Roman numeral writing 20 and XX. We have the second generation Vacheron Constantin overseas chronograph, 42 millimeters in stainless steel, integrated bracelet case and all. Black dial in this case with that pyramidal stamped guilloche design. Self-winding chronograph built on the base of Frédéric Piguet 1185 with the two guichet oversized expression of the date at 12 o'clock right above the logo and signature of the brand. You know, one of the things that I really love about this particular dial design is the differing sizes of the chronograph registers, which for me actually are just right. The smallest is the running seconds. The 12-hour counter at 9 o'clock is just a little bit bigger, and you get the big eye look for the 30-minute totalizer at 3 o'clock. Great sports chronograph for the integrated bracelets, sports chic product family of Vacheron Constantin that has just gotten its due. Anti-magnetic with the solid case back, with that overseas themed depiction. Great condition, and also coming with its original box and papers. It's sitting on the original box here. You can see the quote-unquote passport of the watch as well, and it's priced right at $19,000, 18,999. But feel free to try and make a lowball offer to see if you can, in fact, snag a better deal on this cool watch. Of course, you can find these with the silver / opaline white and blue dials as well. There are more limited editions with different shades of silver and gray. There is one with kind of a metallic sunburst gray or like a starburst gray version with a titanium bezel. There's great variety when it comes to reference 49,150. Check it out, but this was a great deal, and I wanted to present you with a variety of dial colors as well. We have explored all stainless steel pieces, and we have explored truly alternatives to Breguet, but sometimes the best alternative to Breguet is Breguet itself. Here is a cousin of my watch. This is reference 3800 BR minus ST, since it is all in stainless steel. This one is in pink gold with a stunning sunburst dial. It's the 3800, so this is the aéronaval, which means you just get the three chronograph registers with the big eye 30-minute totalizer that is actually styled like the classic 15-minute totalizers of the original Type 20s. Syringe hands, serif Arabic numerals that are completely loomed as well, that lollipop seconds hand. This is a beautifully styled watch in a very good condition too for this pink gold version with a very rich sunburst blue dial, matching déployant clasp. This piece is from 1997 and it does actually come with its original box and papers, though the box is not pictured, so I would urge you to ask for a photograph or at least a description of what kind of box you are getting, since when it comes to the uh, Type 20 Aéronaval reference 3800 especially, that uh, stylish box or stylized box that you get, which itself looks like a cross section of an old school airplane wing and actually serves for a great presentation box, serves as a great presentation box as well, is, I would say, a significant part of the deal or of the joy that you can get from this piece. Once again, we are right around that $18,000 mark. In this case, the buy it now price is 18,546, listed on Chrono24 by a professional dealer out of Italy who remains open to negotiation, so you might be able to get it for much cheaper as well. I think based on my collection, my choice has to be the Parmigiani Fleurier Tonda GT chronograph. That is my pick of the litter, but all four are great alternatives to the new Breguet Type 20. Thank you for your consistent support. I'll be back on live streams tomorrow, actually, with an extra episode at noon, my time. I cannot wait. In the meantime, if you have any questions about these four particular listings, any watch related questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out to me on Patreon. You can always find me on Instagram as well at young.brando. And why not write me an email at lordhellespont5 at gmail.com. That is Lord Hellespont5, Lord Hellespont V at gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you.